What's up, YouTube world? So here we are. Today is Saturday. As you know, I've got my new warehouse for the Turo business. We've got the detail studio in there. I've just launched another vertical integration to that business. We're going to be doing windscreens and window tinting. I have some trade qualified guys going to be studying that. So car rental business inside that building. I will have the car detailing studio, which is now I've got 2 employees in the car detailing studio doing that. And we'll be adding windscreens and window tinting. So full vertical integration inside the business. I do find I do quite a few windscreens with the area I live, a lot of highway driving, and we're doing a few windscreens a week on the Turo cars. And because of the insurance plan that I'm on, the 90 plan, if I try and claim them, they're $1,200 I have to pay. So sometimes the customer pays, sometimes yeah, they don't. And unless I want to pay $1,200 for a $500 windscreen, $600 windscreen, that I'm out of pocket. So I've got my own windscreen and window tinting business now inside my business, and that'll help sort of speed that process up. So I'm not waiting to get new windscreens ordered in. I'll have them on hand ready to go. And yeah, just to make that business easier. But so as you know, I bought a 2004 Porsche Cayenne, and the idea was to turn that car into a off-road machine. With the car rental business, I don't really have a daily driver. I just drive whatever car is not on hire, and generally there's always one, sometimes none. But I've got an old RAV4 that I use as a little runaround car as well. But I wanted to do a Porsche Cayenne Generation 1 V8 and turn it into an off-road machine. As you know, I've got a mechanical and automotive workshop, which the guys work out of, and we can do a lot of that work in-house ourselves. So I have the ability to build this car, just haven't had the time. I've just been so strapped for time. As you know, I haven't been uploading a lot of videos. Just because of the volume of work we're doing. We're actually doing record numbers across all my businesses, and the work involved with that is a lot. And building my teams and building facilities and building those businesses is a lot of work. So my time I've had to allocate to projects like building the Porsche Cayenne have been very small. But today I have a chance. We're going to go home, check it out, see if I can get the original one started, drive that to the warehouse, and then we'll begin pulling the pieces off the new one, the smashed one, the stat write-off, which can't be repaired, and put it onto mine and see if we can make a decent Porsche Cayenne off-road machine. So let's go home and see if we can get a start on this thing. Alright, so I'm home now, and we'll check out this Porsche and see exactly what's going on, because this is it. It has been sitting outside here for months and months. And as you know, I've got the Porsche Boxster. This is not looking good. Now, you can see my kids love playing soccer. My grass is destroyed. And part of that is they pepper this car with kick after kick after kick. It's covered in bat shit, I'm guessing. Rust appearing. Light's been smashed. This thing is not in good shape. And this is the interior. Now this was soaked in water, so the chances of it actually ever starting again are pretty slim, I imagine. But we'll save this for another day. Today we're focusing on the Porsche Cayenne. Also covered in shit. Now this one was taped together. Surprisingly, the paint is still pretty good. We are locked. This is the door we were talking about. Actuator got stuck, couldn't get it open, had to smash it open. Anyway, it no longer goes together. So, ooh, fresh mold everywhere. Oh man. The window's been down the entire time. This car is in absolute pieces. But, oh shit. This is a piece for the aircon. I taped it here, didn't want to lose it. Oh, the key's in here. Alright, We have no power. We're covered in mold. The door is broken. Windows are down. We have no power. I think the first thing I'm going to do is get a battery pack hooked up and see if we can get some power to this system. Wish me luck. No power, and that key is actually stuck in there. I think I replaced these bonnet struts. I did. Beautiful. Who would have thought this was a $180,000 car at some stage? 200,000 maybe? A lot of money. Well, that's the door. We are locked. Hopefully there's no creepy crawlies in there. Now this is the battery pack. I got Noco Boost. Noco? Got this from Sydney Tools. I think it was about 500. So we'll see how this goes. Do we have any accessory? No, we do not. Ooh. Alright, we have power. I wonder if we can get it. Oh, will it turn over? After all these months, we have power. Ooh, come on, baby. Oh, we're away. Let's go. Let's go. All right. We have power. Still sounds as beautiful as ever. Realistically, I could drive this now. We should do that. So the car has started, but we have a little problem. The registration has expired. So I'm not going to be like that. I'm not going to drive this car. Expired rego. I'm going to get a day pass. I'm quickly going to get a day pass and drive this thing to the warehouse. I think I'll take the battery pack with me, because who knows what's going to happen with this car. But it's been sitting around for that long, the rego has expired. Awesome. This is from the Pulsar, which is also in that shed, which we also haven't got to either. Oh, the lawn's looking fresh. Before I sit on there, I probably should remove some of this mold, hey? Oh, this poor car. Alright. Park brake, a bit sticky. That's my door. This certainly feels sketchy. That does not look good. Maybe I'll try and... Oh man. Parts everywhere. Who knows what it is for? Oh no. It actually doesn't go up. Maybe this one will work. Oh shit. This is what it looks like when you don't do anything for so long. Oh. Well, at least the boot works. Who knows what's in there? Now, I have no aircon. I can't put my window down because I don't have a switch. That window won't go up, which is probably a good thing. And we're on our way. See if we can make it without being pulled over. Well, the one good thing is, it sounds pretty awesome. Inside the warehouse, as you can see, a couple of cars going out on hire. But We'll have a quick look on this side and we'll see the parts car that we're going to try and transform into this one. And that's it there. Yes, it's a different color. That's a black one. Yes, we have the buggy as well, which the new engine should be here this week. Again, I've been promising that for a long time as well, but work and life got in the way, but we're back, baby. We are back. So let's get this Porsche inside and see what we can do with these two. See the car rental side, the detailing studio, we know that. This car came back last night, this one's going out today. My mate's trailer, he's looking to sell that. But yeah, we have the Porsche Cayenne, which can be registered, and the one which can't. So let's have a look at this one first and see what it actually needs to get it going. And again, I used to drive it as a daily driver for a few months, then we broke the door and here we are. So as you could hear, it runs because it's very loud, and that's the reason why. Yes, we pulled the exhaust out. Now, everything else is actually in really good condition. It looks a lot worse than it actually is. Now, of course, the door. We tried to put a new actuator in it. We closed the door to test it. It got stuck. So the only way we knew how was to rip the whole thing off. And by the whole thing, we pulled absolutely everything apart, dismantled half the car pretty much. And we managed to get the door off, but we stuffed the door, which is in the back here, which is all these pieces. And we couldn't buy I couldn't buy a new door full piece. I could only buy a shell, which is what you see here. And to get the shell, it would cost me $1,500. Now, as you know, I got lucky and got that whole car for $1,850. Now, the other things that this thing needs, this is for the air conditioning, this switch. I'll put it there so I don't lose it. The seats are in poor condition. If we have a look inside, it's an aftermarket head unit. This one has a genuine head unit. So we'll pull all this apart, refurb all this. You know, the rest of it's actually not that bad. Once we shampoo these carpets, get it looking nice. Again, the rear is fine. Look, this is in good condition. The leather's in good condition. These mats have been on since day dot, so underneath here is really good condition as well. Once we shampoo and clean them up, again, I'll pick the nice bits off the other one to see what goes inside this one. If we look inside the boot, this hasn't been opened for a few months, sorry. But, you know, genuinely pretty good condition. Now, I know these boot struts are absolutely shagged, and yes, I've YouTubed how to change them, and it looks like a really, really big job. And I don't want to do it, but I'm going to, because I want to see this through and get this thing running. I really want to enjoy it, and I think it'd be good fun. So stick with me on this one. Follow along for the journey if you want to see me get through this, repairing this poor old Porsche Cayenne. And as we know now, this window doesn't go up, so there'll be, well, that switch looks shagged, but this is the inside of that door. There's bits everywhere, so I got some work to do to clean it up, but I think once it's all tidied up, once that door is done and everything's from the inside, give it a good clean, cut and polish, fix the boot struts, it's gonna be pretty close to being a registered running driving car. Now, onto this one. And we'll get back to the buggy. We blew the engine. So the new engine will be here for the buggy 10 days, I think. And then we'll get that running around the streets too. So this one here is a non-driver. It's going to be on the other side, sorry. And it's a stat write-off in Australia. So Australia can have a repairable write-off or a stat write-off. A stat write-off means it cannot be repaired or driven on the road. And this is why. Pillar is absolutely crumbled. Something has hit that with force. Looks like it's bounced off there into there, or hit there, maybe a pole of some sort, I'm not quite sure. But besides that, the rest of the car is in pretty good condition. And I've got to be honest, I actually like the black a lot more than the blue. But I can't fix this car. I could take all the panels off, I guess. Maybe not, but there we have a working, functioning door. That's the piece we really needed. And this is the rest that came with it. I don't know if we can really see. Let's get a light on here. Now I think this one doesn't run at all. And I think all the fuse covers and everything are off in the boot as well, and I think that's going to be the main issue. But the rest of it, genuine head unit, which we will use. Bits of this we will use. I think these front seats are in better condition. I don't know. There's going to be parts of this that are actually in a lot better condition. That steering wheel not being one of them. And I think I can use a lot of this to... Those seats, although they're not great, they're better than the ones I have. And I think I can use a lot of this to get the other one into a much better condition. Inside looks good, carpets look good. They may be in better condition, those aircon vents. These back seats are not in great condition. I know I needed the seatbelt pieces on the other one as well, and I cannot get that boot open to even know in there, to even know what I could use in there. But same thing. There's the key. The key comes out. Hey, I got a Porsche tag, but it is not going at all. But that's the piece I needed, that door. So I'm going to have one black door, and I could probably wrap it. I don't know, let's see what happens. So there we are. Actually, the one more thing, I don't know a lot about Porsche Cayennes and these early models, and I don't know about these wheels. Which wheels are we thinking? These ones? Or these? And we have silver calipers and red calipers. I think I'll go the red calipers. And I think I'll go these wheels because I want more tyre. So when we lift this 3-4 inches, we're going to need a smaller rim, more tyre. Where this is already a 22, they're massive. We can't do much more with that. With these ones we can. So let me know in the comments what you're thinking for the wheels. And if you have, anyone has done a Porsche Cayenne and done what I'm about to try to do, let me know in the comments. I'm going to need all the help I can get, as you can already tell. So wish me luck, and I'll see you in the next one.